like 10 seconds. So, and yeah, I'm just gonna have to refer to you as G because I'm gonna ruin your name.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're live again, once and for all. Hopefully, we won't have to go away again for extended periods of time. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to episode 107 of the Maritime Nilsson podcast. My name is Brad Odell. With me, I've got Guardian from the team MSOB.
Hey guys.
As well as I have Tuna from the team MSOB.
What's up, guys? Yeah. Small family.
I need my charger.
I take you longboard strings.
And we have Josh from from SAS. Was it SAS Ottawa?
SAS Ottawa, yeah.
Yeah. And so Josh is on here. He's going to be talking to us about his experiences at Commando Paintball.
Yeah.
Where basically we're spinning up the engine on talking about the upcoming D-Day event. You're going to be hearing a lot about that for the next few weeks. And then we have the man known as G from Battle Buddies.
That'll be me.
So he has a real name, and I'm scared to pronounce it.
Oh, he's very easy.
Oh, it's easy. It's nothing. It's easy. I'm
Rule
born.
over.
You told us like 5 minutes ago, and I already have like no idea what it is.
Yeah, no.
We're born and raised in a place where names have like 2 syllables, and that's where we stop. So, and we lost Josh.
But he left us his fine china cabinet.
Right. Look at that. Look at that teapot, though. Right. Look at that teapot in the background.
I bet no one's allowed to use that teapot.
Right.
That
It's only for when the Queen comes over.
Yeah, exactly.
God forbid you
yeah.
touch that teapot until the Queen comes in.
That's right.
That's exactly what it's for. Did anyone else have stuff like that? I grew up with, there was like a china cabinet that I did not know why we owned it.
Absolutely.
It was full of china, but we weren't allowed to use it.
Yeah.
Until I was
Exactly.
like in my early 20s, and I got broke out for like Christmas, and I was like, oh my God, we're eating
And then someone
plates.
breaks one, and they're just like, never again. These are never coming out.
Right?
I don't understand the point in China. Like, really? Like, no one's going to use it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So we, first of all, we're just insanely excited to be back live. We were doing the pre-recorded shows; those are great, but live shows are more fun. So,
Well, we get the feedback from the comments and that, so it's always nice to get that going along.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, before we get going, we want to put something to rest. No, we want to mention right now that we're on Wednesday. Next week, we will also be on Wednesday, but going forward from there, we'll be back to Tuesdays. Tuesdays is going to be the normal days. Unfortunately, real life takes precedence over this, silly little podcast. So Wednesdays are not our normal night. We're not trying to move in on anyone's territory or anything like that. We don't want anyone to think that we're coming on Wednesdays because of the panel. Another paintball podcast typically airs on Wednesdays. We're not, being like, oh, they're on Wednesdays, so we're going to be on Wednesdays. It's a scheduling error. It's just a problem. Next week, I have, it's not going to work, so we're going to be back on Wednesday night again because, unfortunately, that's how it's happening. But Tuesdays going in.
MCS usually does some live shows on Wednesdays as well, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots
So
of paintball material tonight, though.
Stepping on a few toes tonight, so we
Wednesday night
apologize.
is paintball night. So you know what? So just if you get bored of our show, you could pop over and watch the panel, or you can see what MCS is saying, and then 2 weeks time, Tuesdays will be back to normal, same time, same. Could we say same paint time, same paint channel? Is that a thing? Can we make that a thing?
I was going to say Batman, but yeah, I think this is work.
I think paint goes. It's like just enough of a pun to like kind of slide. It wasn't too dirty. Yeah, I think it's
so. Hashtag same paint channel. That's happening. Yeah. That's the thing now.
Same paint channel. Okay. All right.
Yeah, someone blasted out there.
It's no hold my teeth. I'm going in, but it'll have to.
Joke. I'm making that into a patch. Sorry, just hold my teeth and going in.
That's right.
Hashtag same paint channel is going to be a thing. We'll make that into a patch too. We're going to have all the patches.
I'm on it right now.
Right?
Hashtag same paint channel. Cool.
Love it. Love it. So, Josh, let's get started with you, bud. So, you're what part of SAS Ottawa are you?
I'm just the average Joe. I don't know. I'm kind of. I don't know. I'm just one of the guys. I have a lot to give. I'm kind of the in between Commando Paintball and SAS Ottawa. Like I do a lot for Commando and I do a lot for SAS Ottawa. I'm nothing really special on the team. On the team I'm a medic for Milsim. Typically, whenever there's a medic role, like the past 2 D-days, I was a medic. Yeah, my guys just go, Josh, do it. And I do that. I go around and go, haha, you're okay now. Paint doesn't hurt you. You're alive.
So you're a dedicated.
That's essentially what I do.
Okay, that's cool though. That's neat. I haven't. I guess we kind of had that with MSOB. It was.
We had
always,
Gingy.
I was gonna say it was Gingy. Gingy was always mad.
Yeah, Gingy was. I think it's a good idea. I like that. It's a good role because some guys just want to be at the front and sling paint all the time when they're the medic, and they're just like, man, I'm just gonna stay here and just keep shooting it out when people need their services around them. So it's kind of funny to get a medic who's actually good at their job. Kind of reminds me of playing Battlefield 1, and you see a medic is 3 meters away, 4 meters away, 5, 10, 12, and you're like, fuck this guy. So yeah, having a medic who's actually dedicated and is set in that role is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really fun. I really enjoy it. Yeah, it's just something I got to be kind of funny as I do it. I make all my funny jokes, but also Roy calls me the kid on the field because my boss, team leader, I guess. Yeah, he just always says that he has to watch out for me because I'm a child. So.
Well, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you said you're sort of like the liaison between SAS Ottawa and Commando?
Kinda, yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So, Josh, the reason we brought you on is we wanted to talk to somebody about Commando Paintball, but we wanted somebody who's played there fairly regularly and has an understanding of the field. Not an understanding with the field, but an understanding of the field. So, give us some highlights. Give us if somebody says is Commando Paintball a good field? What's the one story you always go to, or what's the one memory that you always go to, and you're like, yeah, check this out because of this.
To be honest, I think that the people are the best.
That's
Gordon Escabrooks. He was one of my buddies at Commando. Sorry, my phone kind of went off. He's one of my buddies.
Is that a landline?
Yeah, it's my dad. I'm at home.
The owner of the China cabinet.
Yeah.
This isn't yours, of course. Take it. Yeah.
So anyways, Gordon Escabrooks, the first time my brother and I went out there 3 years ago now, we were brand new players, and brand new everything, just got our guns for Christmas, MR5s, Magbed, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna play Magbed. And Gordo kind of went, hey, buddy, you're new here. And this is the very first day I went out. He's like, you're new here. You stick right beside my hip the whole time. And just kind of, I don't know, kind of like the idea of battle buddies, right? Where I stuck right beside his hip the whole time. He covered me. I covered him. He made sure I had a good time. He took a couple bullets from me because it was hilarious. Yeah, 100%. I think that the people are the best piece there. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a crazy paintball game. You're taking bullets and shit. Come on now. That's some Russia Croatia level stuff right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Frozen first strikes.
Yeah.
They're just as bad. Awesome. I love it. Now, have you? What do you think now? Would you recommend Commando for first time players, rental players?
Yeah, 100%. I started out at a different field in Ottawa, but then when I got really into paintball, I got at Commando, and the fields are so simple for new players. The bunkers are great. They're easy. They're fun. Every field kind of has a different style of bunker. For instance, you have the village, which is literally just a whole bunch of like little shacks throughout the whole area. And then you have Navy base, which is like, it's on a big hill. There's like a flat part, and there's a huge hill with the tower on top and a tower on bottom, and there's an actual boat in there that they took everything out of, stripped it, and has just like all the wood inside, and you can shoot out the windows. They have D-Day, obviously, because of D-Day this year. D-Day is fantastic. It's one of the most fun ones to play, both at the top and at the bottom, because there's so many variables. The people at the top can shoot further, but the people at the bottom kind of have an easier way to hide. So every field has its own perks. You have Hamburger Hill, which is like very, very woodsy, but then there's a ridge to it that you can go over top and kind of get onto a little flat area, get behind a couple of trucks, and then get right back onto that hill with all the trees and all the brush and that typical old school woods ball feel, right? Yeah, it's great. I love it. Lots of hills, lots of terrain. It's great. Bridges, all that fun jazz.
So since it's got like a whole bunch of these little fields to it, like the first time I'll be playing out there will be for D-Day this year. So do the fields combine well, I guess, to make that one really big field, I'm assuming, that they kind of play at for D-Day?
Yeah, for D-Day they take down all the ropes. Sorry, not all the ropes. Yeah, I guess the ropes. All the barricades in between. Yeah, they take down all the boundaries. It flows really well. There's not much space in between. Like, when you take down the boundaries, there's no space in between. Like, they just flow right into each other very, very nicely. They're going to be incorporating some other stuff this year to add on other areas of the field, as I understand.
Yeah, I think Dave's been building a ton of stuff out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're also building They're also building an airsoft field.
Whatever,
so,
we'll cover that in paint.
Yeah, that's yeah.
They'll never want to go back yet.
Yeah, they'll never want to come back. There's 40 acres of playing field, which is a ton of area.
That's really
yeah, it's just a huge field, and it's great. I play Milsom there almost every Wednesday. Throughout once the season starts, it's like every Wednesday Milsom, unless it's raining, which sucks. And like you have your full Milsom gear on and you're running around, and it's just so much field and so much area to play with, and it's awesome. So many different bunkers and forest and brush and hills and trenches.
That's awesome, because we've been talking about how getting like the right number of players on the right sides of field is like so important for the feel of the game. And that sounds like, so those Wednesday night, is it like a Wednesday night thing or a day or?
So in the summertime they have like Wednesday day paintball, for like regular, rentals, people who have like kids that don't have a job, but they still want to go play, and their parents can just be like, I'm going to drop you off at 10 and then pick you up at 4.
Right.
Kind of like daycare, but
It's the most badass daycare.
The most badass
For
daycare.
semi-adults. Yeah.
I wish I had daycare like that.
Yeah.
And then, Milsim is like evening, so there's like, 20 to 40 to 60 of us, depending on how many people decide to come out and play Milsim. We're trying to kick it up this year. So there's, I think, capping out at 1,000 players this year.
Yep.
Is going to be a good number to cap out at.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
I think it's intriguing. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Well, we hit 800 last year, and
Yeah.
it wasn't that it was uncontrollable, but I think much more than that, like at the 1,000-player mark, any more than that, and it would actually make the field feel small.
Yeah.
Right. With that 800 to 1,000 players, you're gonna have wicked awesome battles, but you're also going to be able to like circumvent the battle and just like be that sneaky bastard.
Yeah, and that's key.
Yeah,
really
exactly. So like you said earlier, people like playing different roles, right? Where some people just want to go out and like throw like 5,000-10,000 balls of paint a day, and then there's other people like me that like to run around and be sneaky and like I got you, right? So
yeah. And like I was saying at our the Dominion 2 event, there was just too many people for the size of the field to do that kind of sneaky stuff. Like you could make the runs, but it was a suicide run, like for sure. Like sure, you might catch that one or two people that you can get, but you're not, surviving really much longer than that. And so that's why I'm kind of intrigued by these like milsim games, because it sounds like you guys are playing like 40 to 60 people and using a good portion of the field.
We're using literally every acre of that field.
See, that's beautiful, because like some of the games that I've played that I've really loved and I bring up a lot is the platoon leader event. And I mean, basically we were playing like between 1 and 2 players an acre. And when you're like that, that's when they're like, hey, you need to get across the field to complete this mission. And you can do that. You will get in a little firefight here and a little firefight there. But you're not going to be like, shit, we're just trapped behind this bunker for the next like 25 minutes. And so it's huge. So I'm actually intrigued by that. I might have to try to make it out for one of those. Because it's tough to find games like that have the space and then get the right number of players, and especially interested in a milsim as well. So I think that's pretty rare when I really think about it. It sounds pretty unique.
Yeah, and it's like we don't plan on overloading it. Like what I think Hooligan's kind of getting at is we're gonna try possibly like overload for D-Day. I guess is what you were getting at.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be overloaded at all. It'll just be like hit that, sweet spot right there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a solid group of numbers because it's D-Day. So
it is D-Day. It is the game.
You look at the history books, and obviously the D-Day scenario at Commando is not historically accurate by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still a stupid amount of people on a battlefield. So you might as well try and get a stupid amount of paintballers on the field. I guess.
Exactly.
Right, look at that. Look at
Sorry, my phone decided to
you decided
watch
to
the podcast.
Yeah.
I was watching the podcast on my phone while I was on it.
Yeah, that happens. Wicked. Excellent. Really looking forward to that. And okay, so we'll get back to the D-Day thing at the end there. G, you want to introduce yourself with your real name?
Hello. My name is Guillermo Nieves. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, buddy. We can hear you.
Sounds loud and clear.
Yes, I'm part of Pump Fiction pinball team. And Tom Poe started the Battle Buddy. Came as an idea of this.
Tom, I didn't realize this, but Tom's name's actually in the logo.
Really?
He branded himself right in there.
It's like worldwide. Tom Poe founder, Battle Buddy.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. It was this idea. He came out with and I believe it was a great idea.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic idea.
It's a fantastic idea. I mean,
yeah. So what part of the organization, I guess we'll call it an organization. What part of the organization are you?
We started with the Battle Buddy, just Battle Buddy, and then as it started growing really, really fast, it got divided into what is Battle Buddy worldwide, Battle Buddy Canada, which I'm the person who's running Battle Buddy Canada, and then it's US Battle Buddy, and Europe.
Oh, cool.
Battle Buddy.
So tell us a bit about the program. I mean, I'm kind of familiar with it. I mean, I can kind of guess from the name, that involves kind of teaming up with new or younger players. Is that kind of the deal?
Basically, on regular days, we usually go to fields, any indoor field, and we have a couple of us mixed with the renters, and we're trying to help them play, advance, not to be too scared, right?
Yeah.
But on big events, the idea is to have several of the renters that come to the field and be added to teams who are supporting the Battle Buddy program, where a few renters they're gonna be brought into the tent with the team to spend the day with the team, play with the team, hang out in the tent with the team, and be part of what is that it goes on the tent. A lot of people that they're not playing paintball, they're new players. They're kind of very intimidated by it.
Yeah.
Okay.
To go to a field and see all these guys with the jerseys, with the sponsors, and they're like, they're gonna get murdered, right? But what we're trying to do is trying to bring them with us to make it less intimidating, to make it more enjoyable to play without being scared, and
kind of make it want to come back, right? Yeah.
Exactly, and to bring them over, bring them out to the field with the team to make it more enjoyable and less intimidating.
Let them know that the guys who might look intimidating in the jerseys and the camouflage are actually just like regular guys, and really in some cases make the guys have probably disadvantage over some of the others, and not to be intimidated, that we're all friendly. You want to try out our gear, take a shot, you want to hang out, put your gear set up near us, no problem. It's not like we've got special lunch tables where the cool kids are one table and you can't sit here. And,
no,
it's like
the problem is you just don't know about them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm just at the idiot table and no one bothered to fucking tell me about it. Is that it? Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what I think. Like, I find as like a regular going player who, I enjoy my pump play and I have my pump play gear, but when I go to my Milsim gear and I go and I play with like newer people, kids are like, "Holy crap, he looks like he can kill us all," and it's just like, I have 18 bullets in my TGR and you have 200 in your hopper. Like, here, if you want to try it out, you can go for it. But like, you're gonna have an easier time with this one instead. I might look scary, but really, we're all just the same like level.
Yeah.
Right?
Just
there's no magic. It doesn't.
My marker looks cooler doesn't mean it shoots any better.
Exactly.
It does.
Exactly.
But it doesn't look like.
Exactly. And basically that's what we're trying to do. And since we had so many field owners and teams that they right away they jump in, they ask how they could help. They're like, okay, fine, next event or the first event, count us in. Battle Buddy wouldn't be around if it wasn't because of the field owners and the guys that they jump in and they help us with the organization, the offering their service to help new players, and to organize when we go into the field to put players with teams, which very easy to locate a Battle Buddy since we design a decal to go on your mask, and so they can easily be recognized and seen. At the same time, some fields they have a Battle Buddy banner.
Commando Paintball does.
Oh, excellent.
So when they go to a field, if they see the Battle Buddy banner, and usually the people on the counter, when they see new players, they ask them if they'll be interested in be part of that new experience and spend the day with experienced team, which we're not only going to help them on the field playing, but we're going to help them with their markers, with any questions they may have, to make it more easy for them to go and play and have a good time.
Awesome. No, that's fantastic. I love the idea that you guys wear the decals on your masks, and I'm sure there'll be more coming of different sizes. That it's sort of like just identifies you as a battle buddy. So a new player, comes to the field. They obviously look nervous, and somebody can point you out and be like, "Yeah, that guy over there with the yellow sticker on his face, he's, or her, she, they." Can go talk to them. They'll help you out. They're hopefully the person they're talking to will help them, but maybe it's a field owner and they can be like, go check this person out. They have made a commitment to help new players. Go talk to them. Go see what's going on. And
yes, and in many cases, like say for example, the team that I'm co-captain with, Tom Poe, we incorporated in our jersey as well the Battle Buddy logo on our jersey.
Oh.
So even if we're not wearing the mask, they can see on the jersey that we're part of Battle Buddy. And not only that, at any event that I'll be attending, the first thing that I'm going to be doing is going to the front the counter and see if there's any new player interested in being part and coming to play alongside Pump Fiction. And then we'll collect all the young players to come and be on our team with us, and spend the day with us playing out and have a good time.
So is there anything special that someone like a younger player needs to do to join the Battle Buddies? Is it like a formal joining, or is it just like, hey, I want to hit the field with you guys today? That's done. At the end of the days, it's kind of handshakes. Like, is there, do they give you their names and phone number? You know what I mean? Like, is there anything they have to do to join Battle Buddies? It's just informal.
It's nothing, not a secret handshake or anything like that. They just have to, new players.
Not a bad idea, actually.
They arrive to the field. When they go to the counter to pay to play, they'll be informed of the Battle Buddy program, and if I am on the field or any of the teams that they're on the field, they'll be waiting for the new players to be put on the teams, and they'll be informed what it is, and be totally free of charge. It's just like we want to get make the sport more enjoyable for new players.
Yeah.
Not to be scared, not to get bunkered by a more experienced player.
Right. All those things that really turn people, who kind of ruin their first day or their first couple times out. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure they have a good time.
Exactly. Yes. That's. I mean, we all been a new player once,
definitely,
a long time ago, and we always went to the field, and I've seen it first with my own eyes. They go there, and sometimes they get annihilated by the more experienced players. So we're trying to erase that part and just make it more enjoyable for everybody, especially the new players, because we want the new players to come, play, have a good time, and come back.
And honestly, having good rental players on your team is helpful for the people who are playing anyhow. Like having, the extra support of being like, damn, all we have left are four kids in the back who haven't fired a paintball yet because they're too scared to stick their heads out. Like it makes the whole game more enjoyable, because not only are they having fun, but everyone around them is having fun too, right? It just rounds out the day.
Operating as a team.
Yeah.
And
yes, I've been in several occasions. They happened that we're going onto a field before we put the name Battle Buddy, and we've been outside playing, coaching, helping new players to play, and all of a sudden we're just trying to get them to move forward, and all of a sudden it's like a kamikaze. They just like want that little bit of courage, little bit of come, let's go. We all go up front, and we're gonna shoot at each other. You're gonna shoot your friend is gonna shoot you. It's gonna be all good. We're gonna all have fun. And all of a sudden, the little bit of fear that they may have is just gone away like in a flash. And I've seen a lot of young kids just taking runs, diving and shooting, and even that if they shot their own friends, they're having a blast.
Yeah.
And basically, that's what I believe Battle Buddy is all about. To have new players, new renters, to have a good time and enjoy themselves.
I know I've heard some event organizers are putting it as an option for registration. So when you sign up, you can actually select if you want to be part of it, either as a team helping out or as a new player getting involved. So right from the registration table.
That's a really smart idea. That's good. That should become widespread because there's a lot of events who definitely benefit from that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one of the options that we have. Actually, at Commando, we have a gentleman in there. There's actually one of the admit on the for Battle Buddy, and they'll be looking to help and to put the new players into teams, and or be pair up with a player that is gonna be spending the day with them, helping them play, and with everything, like from helping them with their gear to any questions they may have, and get them to meet other players, other teams, and like not only in Commando, but for example at ERC, we have our banner in there as well. It says like in Commando, we have a banner in there. We have a banner in PRC. We have a referee in PRC that he's like our front man in there as well. That he's gonna be running Battle Buddy when we're not there. On days regular that they're not the events. And the same thing in Crazy Bill's Paintball. Actually, on Crazy Bill's Paintball, we have a lovely lady who's gonna be by the counter in the office, just waiting for all the new players, all the renters, go to her. Like they will go to the office to register, and then they'll be sent to her to be placed with teams.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I noticed Roy right here. He's saying that the Battle Buddies needs to come out with a patch because, like, as Milsim players who want to be Battle Buddies, and I think this is a good point, is we don't wear jerseys, right?
Ooh.
So I think that coming out with a patch would be a good idea.
Roy, send me a message. I can hook you up.
Yeah, that's a solid idea.
Yeah.
It's either it's a patch, but at the same time, the easiest way is to have a decal that you put on you mask.
It's a lot cheaper and easier to do the decal for sure. The patches are a little bit more money up front usually for an organization, but
send me a message.
Where do we get the decals? Like, I'm the head Battle Buddy person for Ottawa, so I was just for Commando. So I was just wondering like where we do get the decals because I'd like to throw a set on my I4s if possible.
Yes, I believe I will be talking to Tom. So to see if I believe when they purchase the banner from Commando, with the banner, it goes about 10 decals for like 10 players.
Yeah.
To put the decal on their mask. So, but you can PM me, and I can arrange for sending you one.
Sweet.
For your mask.
Fantastic. we go. That is, I love that idea. Sorry, I love the bright yellow. And I didn't quite understand why he was so hell-bent on yellow, and now it kind of makes sense if he's going for super
Visibility.
Visibility, yeah. It was just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it makes so much sense.
I'm envisioning like a kid on the field who's like all his friends are shot out and he's like alone behind a bunker and he's like looking around and like in the distance he sees the yellow battle buddy and is just like knows he's okay.
And then he
he just goes right to him.
And turns out it's another player on a different team.
Who's a battle buddy for the other team, yeah. At least they'd probably be gentle on the elimination.
No, they'd probably look at it and be like, all right, we're just going to change your armband. All right, now you're on our team.
Yeah, exactly. Just come with us. We'll get these guys. Yeah.
Get stern.
But I mean, I know it makes a huge difference. Like, I brought my wife out to play paintball for the first time, and she was like terrified at first, like getting on the field. Like, she'd seen us play. She'd come out to see some of the events and that we've been to, and but was terrified the first round. And so basically I did the same thing, like just stay by my side. We'll kind of see what's going on. When we move, we'll, do shit together. And I mean, it made for like a fantastic day, right? And
I kind of just ditched my girlfriend the first time I went out with her. Like, bye-bye.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Well, I wanted her to come back out again. I'm hoping at least.
True.
So I was like trying to get her to have a good time. But yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean though. But then after that, she was good because she ended up like getting an elimination in the first round and like won the game and felt like $1 million afterwards. So after that, she was good and got hit and took hits, whatever, just like everybody else. But yeah, it's for new players, young, old, guys, girls, anybody. It can be intimidating to show up at a field that's got established teams. Like going to an event for your first game, like trying to hit up D-Day for your first time, is probably like the scariest thing in the world. You're like, is this what happens every Sunday? Like people just thousands of players get together and just destroy each other. Like.
Yeah, D-Day was like my sixth time going out, and I was just like mind blown. And then all of a sudden, the guys on my team were like, "We have a shield." I was like, "Awesome! Can I try the shield?" And they're like, "We need a medic." I was like, "I guess I'll be a medic." So I was running around the whole day, like taking like just a portable bunker, and it's like, "This is amazing!" Top shot.
Exactly.
Can I try the shield? We need a medic. Can I try the shield? I can do both.
That's too funny.
That's awesome. Sorry. I'm totally listening to everybody, except I'm still setting stuff up. No, I'm fiddling with the show. I'm fiddling with like images in the show, and
the Battle Buddy program seems like it'd be really good for people like Tuna that's traveling around to a lot of different events. So an opportunity to team up with a new team per event kind of thing.
That's true, because a lot of the time I go to the new events and I'm just like, my car is parked 10 rows deep in the parking lot, and that's my home base. And between rounds, I'm quickly reloading and I'm back out, and you don't really get the chance to, basically I was lucky at Dominion. Team DFS was basically parked next to me, so they became my buddies, and I kind of just teamed up with them for the day. But it's sometimes tough. You're out there, experienced player like myself gets out there, and it can be a little lonely, and it's fun having someone to play with on the field, because you can kind of plan something and you'd be like, hey, you cover me while I do this, or whatever else you can, get, sometimes the lone wolf works, but a lot of the time, fire teams are there for a reason. It's helpful to have somebody with you, and it just makes the experience better. You're sharing it with somebody, right? So somebody to tell those stories with afterwards and all that other, good stuff.
That's why I love being a part of SAS, because there's SAS is worldwide, right? So I can go to almost any event and just be like, who's on SAS? And have like 30 guys be like, oh, I am. And like, boom, I got a team right there, right? Where if people come over to us, like we've had people come to our field and it's like, who's SAS? Last year we had like 5, some number of players join our D-Day team because we were SAS, right?
Nice.
So that's it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so sorry, we're coming near the end, and I have a whole bunch of like stuff I have to get to. So, first of all, let's get this over and out of the way. And so, a few weeks ago, we announced that we would be doing a giveaway for the Fight for Asylum 6 game, April 20th to 23rd. And
did I win?
No, you didn't win.
Oh.
We drew for it, and it was, and I hope I'm not butchering this name, but it was Nicholas Drazo. Drazo?
Spell it out just in case.
Nicholas,
saying it wrong. Yeah.
whatever. I sent him a message. He knows.
Oh, okay.
Nicholas Drazo won. If your name is not Nicholas Drazo, then you didn't win. And so, good to him. And we've sent the message off to Synergy, so they're aware of it. They know who to talk to. So, wanted to get that out of the way because we were supposed to do that yesterday, but of course this, that, and the other thing happened, and we're doing the show now. So that's done. So congrats to Nicholas Drazo. Random applause. Woo! For randomly winning a completely luck-driven campaign.
Yeah, pure skill on Nicholas.
Maybe we'll start adding skill testing questions.
Yeah.
Or just be like, we have 3 winners, and then make them compete.
Nice.
Challenging contest.
3 players enter.
You can do games on like Messenger now, so you can get them to compete in like a Messenger game on Facebook.
There.
Yeah.
A Thunderdome.
It reminds me
Thunderdome.
of like the in-between periods at hockey games when they have like the idiots come out and like the giant puck and like run from end to end and like that's what I'm thinking at least.
So that's so congrats to Nicholas or Nick, however you want to be talked to. Very good.
Yeah, my battery's gonna.
That's fine. We can go without you.
All right, I'm gonna just like slowly shimmy closer to a power outlet here.
I ran earlier because mine was dying and I had to go get my plug.
That's hilarious.
Light is ready.
Also, we're gonna throw this up for some who may know and those who don't. And yes, this happens every day somewhere in the world, but it still sucks. A fellow maritime paintballer, and first of all, Maritimers don't have money. We're broke.
Yeah, maritime stands for poor.
Or Nikon.
Yeah, Maritime is broke. Had all of his gear stolen, and we're not talking just like a marker and a mask. We're talking a Milsig M17, a TCR, an air bow, including the compound bow itself, is gone, and all of his gear.
It was a parallel, actually, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. So it was a Milsig marker, an air bow, a TCR, to name the markers, a mask, and a bunch of gear, all the mags and stuff, gone. Somebody broke into his truck and stole it all. So we're trying to help him out. So we're doing a raffle. We're selling tickets on a package. So the package includes, if you're local to the area, to where we are, it's a case of paint from one of the local fields.
Donated by Seabreeze Paintball.
Yeah,
Thanks,
donated
guys.
by Seabreeze Paintball, Nova Scotia. Fantastic guys. If you're not local, we will work with whatever local field you're at. We'll figure that one out. So if you enter and you win and you're not in the Nova Scotia or New Brunswick, if you're not playing at Seabreeze, we will help you out. Also, the package also includes a Maritime Wilson Podcast t-shirt and a Maritime Wilson Podcast patch, which I might say look incredibly badass. I'm so excited for these things. I love them. And so
That's cool patch.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Badass. Can't wait. Oh, they're on their way. They're like in the mail.
Checks
so
in the mail.
it's in the mail. So it's $5 for a ticket or $10 for 3. Did you want me to zoom in on the patch for you, Josh? I seen you like leaning right in at the computer.
No, I was just readjusting, but sure, why not? It looks pretty. I'll take a bigger look at it.
So there you go. God, that looks terrible. That's $5 a ticket.
Yeah. Oh no.
It'll
Yeah.
or 3 for 5.
Yeah.
Or 3. Damn it! $5 a ticket or 3 for 10. There. 3 tickets
Giving
for
out
$10.
flash sales.
And I have to take that down. That looks absolutely ridiculous on my screen. Anyways, so we're going to do the draw on the 11th of April. So that's when we're going to do the draw for that.
From yesterday.
What?
Is it 2 weeks from yesterday?
Yeah, 2 weeks from yesterday. And and we'll mail out the patch and the T-shirt to you. You don't have to pay for shipping or anything. We'll mail that out to you. And like I said, the case of paint, if you're not local, so if you're down in the States or wherever and you win, or if you're somewhere out west or in Ontario or somewhere, we'll let us know who your local field is, and we'll figure that out. Don't worry about that. At the end of the day, if you win the raffle, you will win a case of paint, you will win a patch, and you will win a T-shirt. So, help a player out. We thought about suggesting maybe do a GoFundMe, but we thought GoFundMes always sort of have like a weird stigma sometimes. So we thought, screw it, let's do a raffle. So we put some stuff together, threw it out there, we're raffling it off. So if you go to our website, so it's maritimemilsim.com. If you go to the store, that's where you can buy the tickets. It's all through PayPal. It's all legit. And it's a good time. Much appreciated. It'd be very cool for some people to help out a Maritimer or a fellow paintballer who lost all of his gear. Speaking of which,
he was so excited about that bow too. He was a kid. He bought it I think if not a week or two before. Yeah. Tried to use it at the event. Had the issue where the string or the whatever you call it, the bow cord came off the wheel. So it he didn't have a great day with it. So the guy bought it, was so stoked, tried to use it, didn't even really get the chance to use it, and then before he could fix it, someone stole it. So I'm definitely feeling for the guy here. It's a tough day.
Speaking of which, if you see somebody selling an air bow online, maybe take a little closer look at it, see if something seems sketchy about it. It'd be nice to know, and because it's being mailed out of Nova Scotia, so, right? If there's an air bow being sold out of Nova Scotia, it's probably his. Now, that's out of the way. What else did we have?
Oh, I can do. We've only got a couple products for this week's Uneducated Opinions, but I got a couple things to go over.
Let's do that.
All right, so I'm already kind of shitting the bed because my phone died, so I don't have all my information. But
you're just garbage.
In true tuna style here. So basically, the big one that I want to go over, and actually didn't come out this week, I think it came out the week beforehand, was a product that actually caught my eye because it fixes one of the major problems that people have with an existing product. And that's someone is now printing 3D printed mags for the T81, T91, the sort of Tiberius pistol systems. And the really interesting part about this is if you look it up, it was in the MagFed Paintball page. So I did have his name written down, the guy who's reproducing it, but that's kind of what I don't have my notes for. So quick look through the MagFed Paintball page, should be able to find it. But the cool thing about it is he's boasting some pretty impressive weight reduction, which, again, we've discussed in the past is pretty much the number one thing keeping people away from the Tiberius, except for Brad's little hands that don't fit around the grip as well.
I have Trump hands.
Yes, exactly. And but so typically these mags weigh half a pound, if I'm not mistaken. It's 200 and some grams. And
we lost.
I think lost.
We just lost Guardian. That's too
funny. Oh, Guardian.
It was really funny because his video froze and he had this really stern face on. I was like, that's hilarious. And then he disconnected.
Yeah. I thought he was unimpressed with the new Tiberius product. I was waiting for his scathing review, but yeah. So the nice part is apparently the 3D printed versions weigh a fraction of that. If I'm not mistaken, it's within around the ounce range. So you're talking a major reduction, 80 to 90% reduction in weight. They're apparently super durable. I'm sure they're not the same as the solid steel or aluminum ones that. The originals. But I think the only downside that I kind of see for this is that, of course, he's 3D printing them, so he doesn't have all the parts that go with it. So your spring, your seal for puncturing the CO2, all that sort of stuff, you have to cannibalize an existing mag to make this new mag work. So if you're kind of thinking yes, I'm going to get a whole bunch of these 3D printed mags to save money, it's not really going to go that way because you're going to have to... nice little addition. And you can probably hear him growling in the background. He's got a sock, which is his favorite toy. And yeah, so I mean, like it's not really like a money saving one. You do have to go through a regular T81 mag to make it work. But if your goal is to carry more of these mags and carry more paint, it seems like a pretty damn good option.
Absolutely. I couldn't focus on you at all. That was hilarious. Sorry.
He's like a guest host. He's popped up a couple times. The other one's like sleeping on the floor next to me like a good boy here, and he's just bouncing around the back. There you go. So yeah, and then so that was the only one that I researched up, and then Jason, I was hoping he was still going to be here because he brought up they've created a drop forward for the ASA on the A5 series of MegFed kits, as far as I understand it. So I don't know if I brutally fucked that up or those.
No, it's, I think what it was the rear block. How the MCR.
Sorry guys, I gotta cut in real quick. We've basically like lost total video feed. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, so we'll carry on. But we've lost video until further.
Oh, so no one got to see Gus bouncing around in the background. No one knows what we're actually talking about. That's too bad.
No, it's totally
okay.
Totally shot.
Okay, well, it's still recording, so we might as well.
Yeah.
So I guess you were saying so it's a rear block, so this would allow people to use tank and stock. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Okay.
Because they didn't have that for the A5 beforehand, right? They only had it for the X7 Phenom.
Oh, okay.
So I believe that's what it is.
Yep.
All right. I did mess up.
So
yeah.
It's pretty sharp. It's not bad. I put a picture up for anyone to look at, but yeah, it doesn't look like an A5 when you're done.
No.
At all. Like
that's sweet.
You put this whole body on, and
nice.
it's like, damn.
Damn, son.
Right? Damn, son.
Yeah.
Good.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it for new products this week that we were able to dig up. If you guys are in the comments and you can think of anything else that's come out we might have missed, feel free to throw it in there. If we don't have time to get to it today, I'll make sure I review it for next week as well. So, and if you guys do have any products that you think are maybe under the radar or that we might miss, do send them in to us. I'm always looking for new stuff. Mostly, I'm just kind of, scrolling through the MegFed groups on Facebook to try to get our news here. So if you guys have any inside tracks, maybe you can be an unofficial source off the record for somebody, spill some beans you're not supposed to. Yeah, we're always up for that as well. So I don't know if we qualify as journalists and can protect our sources, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, we will take any and all informants.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Confidential informants. CIs.
We will not name you.
No,
yeah, that's right.
Possible.
No.
Yeah, we're pretty unorganized. There's a small chance one of us will say your name by accident.
There's
they
a small
will.
chance that we will actually just lose the information of where we got the information to start with.
That's right.
Now, let's move on to the upcoming game. The big one that we're going to be talking about every week is Commando Paintball's Tippmann Challenge D-Day 2017.
Woo!
Can't wait.
Oh yeah,
it'll be awesome. It's I'd zoom in on that poster more, but it's pretty small. So go to commandopaintball.ca. That's where you want to go. It's just commandopaintball.ca, and you can sign up right on their website. It's pretty awesome. You register.
Yes.
It's capped at 1,000 players.
Free registration, I believe you get $10 off.
Yes, you do. The early bird, and it's it's $30 registration, and then you pay for your paint, and you can pre-buy your paint and whatnot. Right now, as of right now, you have 73 days, 13 hours, 26 minutes, and 10 seconds to register. Their website is counting down. It's fantastic.
Oh, I thought that was you. I was like, they did the math. Damn.
No. I'm staring at a counter.
Not that impressive.
Not only that, they're running a pistol clinic with David Draper.
Yeah, Reaper.
And they're running a pump clinic with Sonny Lopez.
Yes, that I'm so pumped for. Pun intended.
There are so many people going to be at this event. If there's anybody you wanted to meet, so you got.
And you know what? It's actually a rematch this year, eh? The two generals, Gordo and I'm drawing a blank to the other one.
Oh Christ! I should know his name because he's going to be on the show.
Yeah. Anyways, we're terrible people. It's actually a rematch because 3 years ago they were against each other. 3 or 4 years ago. Anyways, they were against each other. So this year is kind of a rematch against them. So it's kind of cool. It's like Maribel versus BC's from Maribel area, I think.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Or I'm lost.
But
Anyways,
it's gonna be awesome.
So it's gonna be great.
I have a new idea for events that I was thinking of because I was saying how much I enjoyed the rivalry that was at Dominion between UEC and Nueva California. It just made it like it made winning important. And I think one of the things that I think a neat idea for events would be to kind of add that little bit of competitive nature would be to only print patches for the winning team and be like D-Day champions patch.
Ooh.
And so then if they do team patches, do them up for sale or something else, but like make something, not everyone gets a patch, a consolid, the gold star, right? And it's just kind of something that hit me recently because like going to events and getting those custom patches is awesome. Like my platoon leader patch is like a badge of honor. Like that thing I cherish that. And get events that would be like, hey, not only did you go to this event, but you fucking won. Like I think that would be neat. And I mean, in the end, it actually means you only have to make half as many patches as you were going to make beforehand. So might save the fields a little bit of money in the process. But it gives you something that, not only, do you get to fight for it, but you get something shown for you for your win as well. So I know I was going to bring that up with Jason for our Star Wars event that we usually do some patches done up, for the Empire and the Rebels. But if we did, like I don't even know what it would be, but, a patch done up for that, showing, champions for the event.
Darth Vader striking down like Luke Skywalker or something like that. Oh, yeah.
Exactly, right? Like, and so I mean, it's hard to know because you don't know whether good guys or bad guys win until the end. But something that just shows the event and the champions. That kind of hit me recently, and I thought I want to bring that up for other event organizers. That just kind of gives you that little prize at the end, something that gives that little bit of extra glory and bragging rights to the team that wins. And then what happens is you get these rivalries, and when you get rivalries, people want to come back, and they're like, "Damn, we lost last year, but this year we're going to give it to them." Yeah, and you get people coming back. So just kind of that idea to keep people, interested and making sure it's not just 1,000-person team deathmatch.
For sure.
Yeah.
So D-Day is going to be absolutely fantastic. Go to the website, register, go there. We're doing a live show from the field, so I expect a ton of people to sit down and chat with us, even if it's for 2 minutes. I don't care. We'll have the cameras. We'll be doing live shows. It'll be fantastic. All your best friends are going to be there, whether you've met them yet or not. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a good
Now,
time.
if you guys want a little sneak peek at the field, if you haven't seen it, go on to SAS Ottawa on YouTube. Search them up because we've got videos of the whole backfield, the whole front field of us just playing around. Well, not playing around, but, on Milsom Nights. So it's the whole field. Check us out at SAS Ottawa on YouTube and subscribe. We need subscribers.
Check
and just
here.
That's all right. Plugs are allowed.
Yeah, check them out on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook. Follow them. They're good people. They're good people. Now, next thing on the docket, last thing but not least. So May 1st, you have 1 month, give or take. We're still doing the draw for the TGR1 Desert Tan Limited Edition, $20 ticket.
I thought I missed that.
What?
I thought I missed that.
Nope, not yet. The draw is going to be May 1st, so we have 1 month to go. So it's everything you see there. That's what you're getting. You're getting the folding stock. You're getting the Desert Tan. It's a TGR1, so it's a little bit different than the TGR2s.
So much nicer.
It's sleek and it is sexy.
It's sexy.
Right? Right.
It's a good looking marker, it is, yeah, for sure.
I love the TGR, and I want to get my hands on the TGR1 LE so bad.
Oh, then you should buy a bunch of $20 tickets.
Definitely going to buy like 35 and waste my entire paycheck this time around. It's like,
right?
Not win it.
They're $20 a ticket, and it gets you entered in. You can buy the tickets if you go to maxtech.ca. They're under the soft goods section of the paintball store. So buy the ticket and get entered into the draw because, 1, you could potentially win a really sick marker. 2, every dollar goes to the podcast to help us pay for swag, trips, like giving away free stuff.
Prizes, giveaways.
When we give away free stuff, it costs us money. It's we want to do more of that. So this is great. Also, it costs money to host this stuff, to host podcasts online and all that. So if you want a chance, we don't care what you do with the marker afterwards. Pay the $20. If you win it, flip it. I don't care. I'd suggest playing with it.
Flip it to me.
Marker.
Yeah,
to me, for like the amount you paid for the gun,
right?
for
like $30, $10 profit. Come on.
Yeah, do it. I will buy that off you.
Double your money.
So May 1st, check that out. We will be doing. I don't think it'll be on a live show. Maybe we'll. Yeah, we'll do it.
Do a short live one. Why not?
Yeah, we'll do it live on Monday. We'll pick a time when we get a little closer. We'll announce the winner live, and it'll be a good time. Can't wait. Now, Josh G, thanks for coming on.
Yes.
Thank
you for the time.
So, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. So don't forget, check out SAS Ottawa on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and absolutely check out the Battle Buddy program on Facebook. You can see Battle Buddy worldwide, Canada, US, and Europe. And anytime you see somebody repping that Battle Buddy sticker, give them a shout out, or just like point at them and be like, "Hey, I like what you're doing," and I'm sure they'd appreciate it. So
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. Thanks for talking to us about what's going on. Next week, remember, we're going to be back Wednesday again, live rather than Tuesday. We will be on Wednesday. It's a different paint channel, or a different paint time, but it's the same paint channel. That is happening. Same paint channel.
Same paint time.
Same paint channel.
Wait till Tuesday. Then it'll be like when we get back on Tuesday. So
there we go. Sounds good.
We'll be back next week on Wednesday, same time though, and we're gonna have the two commanders actually for the D-Day event. We're gonna have Rob and Gordo, and we're gonna do a bit of a game show kind of thing. So we're gonna pit them against each other, see who can answer some quiz questions and earn some points that mean absolutely nothing.
They get added to the scores for the final tally of the game. We'll have
maybe
to.
I'll see if I can convince Mary to do that, or maybe I'll get like a tiny trophy and that's what it is. The winner of the quiz on Wednesday next week, the winner of the two commanders, whoever wins, I will present to them a trophy at D-Day for the winner. That's how that's going to happen. It's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be one of those little plastic ones you get in like grade 1
it, man. It's going to.
It'll be a participation trophy for my base.
Participation for everybody.
It's going to come from the dollar store.
Yeah, even the loser will get the participation trophy, right?
Yeah. Yep.
No, you should do the patch, and we'll start that trend and be like the Maritime Nielsen Quiz champion, and then they get the patch.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure that out. But until next week, everyone, cheers.